Hey guys, this is Jacob of 4 Arms Gamers here, and I'm just going to bring you a quick review on FIFA 12. I've had it for about a week now, and it's been out for a week obviously. So I just thought I'd give you a quick rundown, and I know it's play people who are not quite sure yet. So let's move straight on to it. You got the gameplay coming up here. So the player impact system, first of all, is the main point I want to come on to here. It's looking absolutely fantastic. Just adds that little bit of authenticity can't say the word authenticity to the game, and it just makes it look a whole lot better than FIFA 11, where players used to go through each other and that. Also, the tackling, what goes hand in hand with this player impact system, is a whole lot better. You have to say that it makes the game a whole lot more tactical and adds another aspect to the gameplay itself. Adds tactics, and some people online might not be good at tackling and stuff like that. But if you find it a little bit too hard to get used to this, there are alternatives. You can either switch the buttons around, so B isn't the tackle and A is the tackle and stuff like that, to get used to the buttons. You can also switch it back to the alternative way, where you should just hold a missile on A button straight to the player. But to get the maximum out of this game, you really need to be using that new tackling system. Tussling. Basically, this is when you're tugging on the arms, and it just makes it run down the wing and all sorts of stuff like that a lot more harder in a way, and it just, the pulling of it just makes it look a whole lot better. Technical dribbling. This is coming with also the play impact system and the tackling, and it makes the game a whole lot easier to navigate in the way you can run around a pitch. You feel like you're generally in control of the player, and this is something you never used to get with FIFA 11. And now I can tell you now, the close dribbling is fantastic. So in the graphics and the presentation of the game, first of all I have to say that there is some dodgy music involved in this game. You got some stupid Brazilian music, some crazy Chinese music. I don't know what's in there, but it is rather awful, and you're going to need to make full use of the download music from the gameplay thing, because you really need it, because the music in this is terrible as usual. Other than that, facial features have been upped to the extent where they are absolutely looking so realistic and close to the genuine player. Like, you can see me going through the Man United players here, and they all look spitting image, in my own opinion, of the actual players. It just adds to that authenticity about this game. The officiated products, they use that to the full extent they can. And they got all the kits, loads of teams all around the world, real leagues. The only thing they're missing out, Champions League. That's all they really need to make the full game. So on to the single player, and obviously you single player players will be quite dominantly playing the career mode of the game. You will be obviously going on that, and you want to know what the new stuff on that is. Well, I can say that the scouting is back from the old FIFA 10 games, and it's not like the old way of scouting where you get an 81, 18-year-old or something like that. You're going to have to be going out now, and you're going to be going with youth academies, and I have to say the youth academy system is quite fantastic. So the scouts, obviously you have to buy the scouts, so you have to offer them the job and things like that. That will cost you money depending on what ones you're going for, as you can see. And then the scouts will be sent to countries via the screen that you can see, where it's a world map, and you will be able to pick out where exactly you will be sending your scouts. This will then go to your youth academy, and you're going to your youth squad. These players will have a scout report that will state their player potential and their current rating. So potentials in this game go up a lot more differently to the way they used to go up. So yeah, so the realistic injuries that you're now put into now are a lot better. So there's no 5-week absence for like a pulled finger for a player who's an outfield player, because that did happen to me once on FIFA 11. Johan Dojari, in case you was wondering. And yeah, so no more of those stupid injuries. You get more realistic injuries, like Rooney's torn hamstring. You can see him getting there. Loaning. It works a lot better now than it used to in the old games. Players generally do go up in stat a lot more. The experience that you gain from loans is much better than just leaving a player on the bench, because they get involved. It's like real life, to be honest. It's so good. Transfers, deadline day. You can see it going in the background at the moment, and it's rather fantastic. You get all the thrill of the old little style deadline day transfers. It goes down a little timer and you get to make these last ditch little signings, and they can be large, extremely large, or they can be extremely small. So the bit you're most interested in, quite a lot of you now. So as I'm going to say, first of all, they got the new Player Hub, or EA Sports Hub, however way you want to pronounce it. And I have to say, this is one of the best additions to the online FIFA have done in a long time. So the hub can provide you this a challenge of some sort. It provides a leaderboard with all your friends and stuff. And the greatest addition that I think is the support your club game. It's fantastic. Basically all it does is add a little bit of competition between fans online, a little bit of banter, and I just think it's fantastic. So all the XP that you're earning in games, like whether you're playing a match offline, so offline players can now contribute towards these sort of things. All the XP you earn from those matches will go towards a grand total of average XP per a day or something. So every day teams in that league, divisions and stuff like that will get points, and these points will eventually add up to see who's a champion. Relegations and promotions go up. Sadly, Arsenal are doing absolutely terrible, and we are dead bottom of the championship at the moment with quite a lot of input from me, to be honest, and it's quite annoying because the large amount of fans provides me with little input despite me playing fantastic. Well, I say that but we'll come on to it. So also another thing they have added to the online, I have to say, is another amazing addition, is the online seasons, head-to-head seasons for a better term. Basically this adds a lot more reason to the online other than the old friendly system you used to do. The friendly system is still available, but now there's more competition. The seasons is basically a game mode where you have 10 games per season and you have divisions. These divisions are split up into 10, so the Premier Division be on the top, and at the bottom is some sort of awful EA trophy, the one I'm in at the moment because I've just started the game. It's fantastic. You have to reach a certain amount of points to get promoted, and relegations work in the same way. So you get your sort of gaming personnel range in a way. You verse gamers that are just exactly like you, and I just think it's a great addition, adds something to the online. Ultimate Team has also made a return, in case you don't know, and it's pretty much the same old thing as it was before. So my final verdict on the game overall. Just going to say firstly that I think FIFA 12 is one of the best football games that have ever been made. Let alone one of the best sports simulation games to date. You cannot get any more realistic, in my opinion. I'm surprised to see what FIFA 13 is going to do, I can tell you that. The tackling in the game is absolutely revolutionary. I love what they have done with the contain, send second player system, and they got rid of the spamming of the A button. Just think it's brilliant. Mixed up with the contact system and the technical dribbling, it just makes it absolutely outstanding. So smooth, so authentic, and just unique in a way. I can tell you now, people who think that FIFA 11 is pretty much exactly the same as FIFA 12, you are completely wrong. It is a completely different game, changes every single aspect that you think of when you're playing that game. The online is so much more improved, but there's so much problems with it. The one problem is EA servers. That's the one thing that lets that game down a little bit, and I'm just going to say the final rating I'll give it is a 9 out of 10, and I genuinely believe that the servers are the only thing in my mind that let that game down. So, thanks for watching, guys. I have thoroughly enjoyed myself with this commentary. This is one of my most favourite commentaries to commentate over in a very long time. So please leave a like and leave some comments below if you think I've got a few of my things wrong. I'd like to have a little bit of debate maybe. So thanks for watching. This has been 4Arms Gamers here. Peace.
Hey there guys, be sure to follow us on Twitter. There you'll find the latest updates on open lobbies, uploads to YouTubes, and some round tweets to keep you entertained.
Here's the shot, it's a goal! They're going